Hey guys, I can't express to you how excited I am about what I'm about to show you here. In the past, I've always been asked, okay, Ricky, is there any way for a fabricator I'm doing work for to be able to send me their cut list and it imported in? My answer has always been, nope, you can't do that. Well, I recently said on LinkedIn that we're developing a tool for that. So now I can finally say, yeah, you can do that. I'm not going to show you the whole process. I'm going to import the cut list. So um, I was over in a different database. I imported a release for fabrication. I put it on a PO, created a cut list, and then using our tool here for cut lists, I did this send to a sub, and it output the cut list that I'm now going to import in here. So I'm acting as the sub fabricator right here, which is kind of cool. You can see right here that I don't have a requisition for sequence 7. We'll see one pop in here in a little bit, but I have sequence 7 here. The fabricator sent me a PFXT file that I imported here. Sequence 7 is what we're going to work on for them. And so now I just need to get this stuff combined and put on a cut list. Well, instead of doing the typical where I got to go up here and combine and try to match match what they did on their cut list, now we're just going to import that. You can see these have they're not ordered, they're not combined, they're not any, nothing set. It's just a fresh install or import, and it's ready to roll. So now I get to do the cool thing of importing in a cut list. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to our FabIS SubFab tool. I'm on cut list received from a fabricator, and I'm going to browse out to where I've got a file right here, and I'm going to import this in. And what I'm going to do, I could tell it here, look for material anywhere. I could say, hey, look in my inventory. Right here, I can say, yeah, look in my inventory if I want to. I can look at what's on order. Or I can say, okay, if you can't do any of this is kind of like your combining optimizations. Then I'd say, okay, just put it on a requisition for me. We're not putting it on a PO because you need to say how you want that PO to look. So you're going to send it from rec to a PO, and we're not saving the cut list automatically because you might want to put it on specific machines, break the cut list up. But we are bringing in the combining, which is awesome. I'm going to tell it when it sets up a requisition, I want to name that requisition sequence 7 HSS and beams. And I'm going to tell it to confirm. Cool. It says this is their job number. This is my job number. I could pick whichever job I want it to go into. I want it to go into that job, which I happen to have named the same thing. I want to confirm. This is just saying, hey, make sure you've imported the PFXT file because got to have something in there in order to combine. So we're going to go finish. Now down here, it's checking everything out, making sure it can do everything. It's saying, okay, there's nothing in my inventory it's pulling from. There's nothing on order it's pulling from, but here's all the stuff it's going to put on a requisition. So I'm going to say done, and I can go down through here and look at this material if I wanted to. That's all the material it's bringing in. It's a bunch of tube. It's some beams as well. So a bunch of stuff there. Cool. Let's tell it to go ahead. Everything looks good. Right to PowerFab. Now it's going to go through. It's going to put that in. We're going to put it on a requisition. Cool. It says that it has done this with 41 records. All of this is applied, which is cool. So now if I go into PowerFab, if I filter down for tube, you'll see now it's on a rec. Now we've got this requisition that it brought in right here with 41 pieces on it. And boom, they are all combined. Isn't that awesome? Never before been done. Here we are. Now that's combined exactly like the fabricator had planned for you to do those cuts, which is phenomenal. You don't have to try to match that. This is exactly the way you wanted it, or they wanted you to cut it. I didn't have to do any work, but just import it. So then we just push it over to a PO, put it on a cut list, and start cutting. Absolutely awesome. This is going to be out before too long. It's not quite there yet. We're refining some stuff, putting some other features in it. But before too long, we're going to let this out and let a few people test on it. And then everybody will have access to it. This is going to be a phenomenal thing. So hope you like this. Hope you're excited about it. It'll be out before too long.